Hi, VencoreWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Wednesday, June 1st. Pretty decent weather here at the midweek point. We have plenty of sunshine today, although we cannot completely rule out a shower or thunderstorm. There's still enough moisture in the air, enough instability in the atmosphere to allow for the possibility of an isolated afternoon shower or thunderstorm. Should be pretty decent weather tomorrow, but then a frontal system increases the chances for some showers or thunderstorms on Friday. Then a decent beginning to the weekend. However, that should be followed by more moisture moving up into the region from the south and the west on Sunday. The chance for some occasional rainfall on Sunday, maybe a thunder shower or two, and that instability should continue into the early part of next week. Let's start off by looking at the latest radar loop. For the most part, rain-free conditions right now in the D.C. to Philadelphia corridor. Down to the south, there's still a little bit of rotation in the atmosphere with respect to these radar echoes. Some tropical moisture remains in the western part of the Atlantic Ocean. Still pretty moist in the lower parts of the atmosphere in the I-95 corridor. And again, there will be enough moisture, enough instability to allow for the possibility of some isolated showers or thunderstorms this afternoon. For the most part, rain-free day with plenty of sunshine and still quite warm. High temperatures generally in the middle 80s. Now here's a look at the latest surface map. A couple of factors to point out. First of all, there's a weak frontal system right along the Pennsylvania-Maryland border, that adding to the instability in the atmosphere. Again, an isolated shower or thunderstorm possible this afternoon. Weak low pressure associated with that. Atlantic moisture, the tropical moisture off the Carolina coastline, feeding in a little bit of moisture. So combine that with this frontal system, and again, an isolated afternoon shower or thunderstorm. High pressure now across southeastern Canada, edging in basically from the north into the region. Again, will produce mainly sunny skies today and tomorrow, but an isolated afternoon shower or thunderstorm. Well, let's walk through some computer forecast maps from last night's 0Z GFS model run. We'll look at this evening and then 24-hour increments all the way to the end of the weekend. This evening, the GFS is putting out a little bit of green here, especially inland areas here across central and eastern Pennsylvania, northern Virginia, Maryland, around the D.C. metro region. Again, there can be an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. For the most part, rain-free conditions today, thanks to high pressure to the north edging in, but enough instability with that frontal system and Atlantic moisture to raise the possibility of an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. Let's now jump ahead 24 hours. And here's the forecast map for late tomorrow, late Thursday. Notice this band here associated with the next frontal system to the west of us here come tomorrow evening. For the most part, tomorrow will be a pretty decent day. A tad cooler than today. More seasonable weather tomorrow. High temperatures today in the mid-80s. Tomorrow closer to the 80-degree mark. This band of moisture headed our way for later tomorrow night and Friday, as there's a cold frontal system in and amongst this area in green here on last night's GFS model run for tomorrow evening, Thursday evening. Well, jumping ahead another 24 hours for Friday evening, notice that area in green really kind of whittles away here as it reaches the east coast. Again, there should be a band of showers, maybe an embedded thunderstorm or two on Friday as that front moves in, but it is weakening by the time it reaches the coast, and that all paves the way for a decent start to the weekend. Let's now jump ahead to the Saturday evening forecast map. And here we go. It looks like a pretty nice day to start the weekend. Again, following some shower and thunderstorm activity on Friday. Saturday looks like a decent day with dry conditions and partly to mostly sunny skies here. Notice, however, to the west and to the south, lots of moisture in this region, and it's almost impossible to avoid that as it's all pushing to the north and east. Let's now jump ahead to the Sunday evening forecast map. And here we go. By Sunday evening, the main low pressure area, at least initially, is over the Great Lakes region, but then the GFS is even putting out a little bit of a low pressure system right over the I-95 corridor region of D.C., Philadelphia, and it looks like could be occasional rain on Sunday, maybe a thunderstorm or two. That inclement weather will continue into the early part of next week. So right now it's looking like the best day of the weekend will be Saturday. A shower thunderstorm threat this afternoon on an isolated basis. More numerous showers and thunderstorms on Friday. Then looks like occasional rain, maybe a thunderstorm on Sunday into Monday. So kind of a mixed bag over the next 5 or 6 days. That's it for now. For VencoreWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Orr.